Thanks for joining me. Episode 2 in the coffee van restoration, the Peugeot J9. Got loads to get stuck into. Now, I've had to get up on the roof and get this gutter ground out because, it wasn't watertight, it was leaking. So I've literally just gone straight in, ripped the door off and ground this top bit out. I'll pick it up here. This is where we're going to come in, just where we've got the gutter runner off. Oh, what a difference today makes. Pulled all the inside out. Just took the door off and the runner. This is the door runner here for the sliding side door, because I needed to get at this area here which was really corroded underneath, and I'm slowly grinding it back with the wire wool and the wire wheel on the grinder. Now, a tool that I've been using an awful lot, because grinding out the rusty sections, you don't want to take too much material away, too much metal away, but you want to get rid of the rust and you want to get rid of the old filler and stuff there. Got various different wheels and things to put in the grinder to do the job. The best one that I've found though is this little fella here. Now this is it's a stainless steel wire wool wheel that goes into the angle grinder. It is a beast. It's really good. It lasts for ages. This is I can't tell how much this has ground away, and yet it's still got loads and loads of material left on it. I've tried a different one as well, which wasn't so good. Let me see if I can find it for you. In fact, I wore it away and I've chucked it, but I'll find it and I'll show you a picture of it. But yeah, this one is brilliant. This is it in action. As you can see though, we can do really nice light work on these sort of thin edges and it doesn't destroy the metal at all. You can hold it to the side and get a nice light dusting. You can almost gauge how much paint it's going to take away. And you can see that there, look, it's just cutting straight through the paint, through the rust, back to the metal. If you hold it on its end like that, it really does get stuck in and whips the covers up, whips the paint off really quick. Cracking bit of kit. So basically, to get it in, you can put it in two ways. You can either put it in that way round and it'll sit within the guard like that, but I prefer it. I know you're getting the bits sometimes smack you in the face, but as long as you've got your goggles on. But that way round, if you put it on with it sticking out the front like that, just stick, because it's sharp as out. Just like, it is really, it's abrasive. It's pretty good. If you get that in there, that way round, you see how it sticks out beyond the guard, but it means that you can get loads of like areas right into nooks and crannies, behind crevices. Magic bit of kit. Really impressed. I'll put a link in description for it. Just have a little look and fill your boots with it. What a bit of kit. So this is the gutter in that I've needed to get to, and I've cut a plate for it and just rested it in there. Look, so I'm just going to weld that into place. And you can see up there that I've actually welded in a plate up there and just give it a lick of paint just to get it watertight, because water was coming in and dripping onto the floor down here. But it's grinding back quite well. Got a big patch here I've got to sort out. See that? I've taken the pole out that was in the floor, going to the ceiling there, and welded put plates on both of those, welded them from above. Yeah, so you can see here the sliding door taken off the side of the van, just to gain access to this gutter, which is all corroded. So I'm going to keep grinding it back with a wire wool and see how far we get. So there we go. I've been at it for a good while now, and I've managed to get all of that off. I shall treat this with the old rust treatment. I'll show you that in a bit. I've got a nice bottle of it. We've also got this dent on the back here. I put a layer of filler in. Did knock it out a bit, but it was it's double skinned, really hard to get at, so we're going to have to build that up with a bit of filler. And you can see on this side now we've got some of that repair work done. Just working his way through the rusty patches, seeing where the filler is, where's the rust. And I popped a bit of primer on there as well, just to cover up the bits I've gone through to the metal. This here we've got to be filled and welded from the inside. Plenty to do. This got a couple of plates already been welded on there, and that obviously that big bit at the back there, we're going to have to make something for that. So we've got the old Milwaukee Hoover with the extension on it. It's fantastic down here. Switch it on to permanent, take it on yourself. You can see there, this Hoover is amazing. You can just go out big chunks of rust and just, yeah, suck them up. Rust, dirt, dust, it just loves it. Nice and easy to empty. The filter doesn't block that easily. It's got no bags in it, bagless. We'll get the old wire wool, I keep saying wire wool, get the wire brush in there and give that a real good scrubbing, loosen it up and suck up any loose debris. I can treat that then with the rust converter and then weld some plates in on it. It's awesome. Nice. Now we're left with a nice clean-ish run down here to put a plate in from the inside. I'll carry on grinding away all the way down this side. I'm going to get right the way down the back, make sure it's all nice and clean on the inside so we can get these plates welded in. This is that tool I was on about, the wire wheel on this grinder. It really does do a good job. Get the Hoover in, suck all the crap up. Let me get into making the plate. I've got some nice metal here, I've cut it to size, and I'm just using a pole there to bend it round, get some shape into it. I want this to be a nice tight fit, best we can. I've got a little piece there, I've made a profile of the shape inside the van, and we can just match that up to the plate I'm making to make sure that the profile's correct. Not too far away. It's just another tweak. So I've just bent a little piece up there with the right shape on it, and now I've formed that one and it fits lovely. So hopefully that'll go in and fit in the gap. Let's go and have a look. Oh, it's really close. It's a lot nice. Yeah, that's beautiful. Look, I should be able to get that back in there, tack that up, and then that will go in really nice and snug. And we've got one here and one's going down there. Yeah, nice. That's one of them. Let's go and do the other. So how am I going to go about repairing these rusty patches? Well, I've got this stuff. This is aqua steel. It is brilliant. It's really good. It's got a treatment in there so it turns rusty pieces back to metal, makes them solid and stops the rust dead. It also coats it with a PVA coating. You can be painted over in about, I think it's 8 hours for solvent paints. Anything water-based is about 2 hours. It's brilliant. It seals, it repairs, cracking stuff. I'll put links in the description for it. So let's get back to this plate then. We've got the treatment in there. We can now get to welding the plating. See, I've just wedged that in with a piece of a couple of bits of old wood there. I'll try not to set fire to them, but just to press it against the side of the van while I just get it tacked in, making sure it's nice and tight. Quite therapeutic, the old oxyacetylene welding. We'll like just have a little go at that. Tack it in, tack this plate in. We'll go all the way along the top there, down the sides and along the bottom. and that's one I did at the back as well. We've got a piece there just to repair a small patch on the floor that was gone through, and then I can go to the outside and do that. Also got this this Milwaukee sander. We've put some filler on there, and we can sand that back. Look at that, getting rid of that. It did have to take some material off this one. It's a cracking bit of kit. Really does get through it well. I've got another video coming up on the sander, so I'll go into that in a bit more detail in that one. Need to make a little piece here, a little piece of wood with the right profile for them grooves down the side of the van. I've got to sand, and they're really difficult to sand into to get the shape right. So if I can just take the edges off of this, the same sort of shape as those ridges on the van, I'm hoping if I can get some paper into that, it's going to work well. It's close. So now we've got a nice profile on that to get into this recess to sand it back. We'll put a bit of sandpaper on that. Beautiful. Got a grip pad there. We'll put that in there, wrap that round. It means we can now work this backwards and forwards and get that shape as close as near as damn it to where we want to be. I can't figure out another way of getting this right, and even then it's still a little bit off, but it's better than it was before. This plate that's been welded round the back was obviously there prior to me getting the van, but it wasn't finished off properly on the inside. There was a few gaps there, so I'm just trying to seal it up, trying to just put a new piece in there just to match the different profiles up and yeah, secure it, make it watertight. Bit of messing about and a bit of faff in there, but it got there in the end. Took quite a bit of material to get it where I wanted it to be. This back end is quite bad. It did take a bit of mackling and welding to get it right. As you can see there now, we've now got that completely in, new piece in there, nicely welded up, all nice and watertight. And I've made a piece to go around that bend. We'll just grind that back, get it pretty smooth. We will lose the shape on that bottom. I shall fill that in smooth, but it can't be helped. So I've got a bit of filler there, and like I say, I'm going to just try and make that all nice and smooth all around the back there. No laughing at my applying of the filler. I know I'm a bit I'm not much good at putting filler on. I get more on the floor than I do on the van. And I'm one of those, I want to keep touching it. I put a bit on and then a little faff, a little, you know, should just put it on and leave it alone, I think, but I just keep faffing. I do like having a little faff to my filler, and then it goes off and then you make a mess, and we get there though eventually, look. And then I'll have to put a bit more on and a bit more and a bit more. As you can see there, I've filled that side. I've just done all the little dents and pieces I can try and do as best I can, and we'll just keep flattening it back. Popped a bit of primer on there. It just helps you see the little dents and stuff if you put a bit of primer on. A bit in the middle. Not looking bad though. So like I say, we'll go at it with the grey primer again. Try and cover up any bare metal pieces, anything that's got a bit of filler on it. Just give it a little coat in there. I've got some 4K primer filler as well that I'll put in the gun eventually, but like I say, I like this, just quick and easy using the aerosol. Saves me getting the spray gun every time I wanted to put a little bit on. So got stacks done on the van. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Join me again for episode 3. There's going to be loads of episodes, got so much to do. All the links for all the tools and everything I've used will be in the description below. So yeah, please have a look and yeah, use the links. It helps me out now end. If you enjoyed the video, drop me a little thumbs up, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.